Hello guys, let me quickly do some task discussion with ChatGPT. Let me check how he can help me in my some quick small task today. So I'm just trying to understand how the remote profiling tools for DotTrace is working. So hey, can you help me? Hey, can you help me with understand? Okay, so hey, yeah. So hey, can you help me? Can you help me with remote profiling option of DotTrace profiling toolkit? So I'm just checking with so of course I can help you. So I'm just reading his reply. He is saying that of course I can help you to understand how to use the remote profiling feature in DotTrace. Remote profiling allows you to profile the application that is running on the remote machine. This is useful when you need to profile a application in a production environment, or when the application is running on a different machine than the one you are using to run DotTrace. Okay, to use remote profiling in DotTrace, you need to install the DotTrace Remote Agent on the remote machine. The remote agent is a small program that runs on the remote machine and communicate with DotTrace on your local machine. Okay, here are the steps to use remote profiling tools, DotTrace tools. Okay, so they are saying that these are the install DotTrace Remote Agent on the remote machine. You can download the remote agent from the DotTrace website. Start DotTrace on your local machine and select remote process from the profiling mode selection menu. In the remote process dialog box, enter the remote machine name or IP address and the port number that the remote agent is listening on. You can configure the port number when you install the remote agent. Configure the port number when you install the remote agent. Okay. Now choose the profiling type and setting that you want to use and click start. Okay. Now DotTrace will convert. Oh, sorry. So DotTrace will connect to the remote agent on the remote machine and start profiling the application. Once the profiling session is complete, you can analyze the performance data in DotTrace, just as you would with a local profiling session. Note that you may need to configure the firewall setting on the remote machine to allow communication with the DotTrace remote agent. Remote profiling can be very useful in situations where you need to profile an application in a production environment or on a different machine than your local machine. By using remote profiling, you can gather performance data in the actual environment where the application is running, which can help you diagnose performance issue more effectively. Okay, so roughly this is very standard reply. Now let's poke a little more. How do I poke? So okay, so IP and port. So can you show me what should I say? So install the DotTrace remote agent and a remote machine. You can download the remote agent from the DotTrace website. Okay. Do I need to am I allowed to use free version here? Free version. Okay. Okay, so you mean the free version do not have remote profiling facility feature? Okay, you mean yes, it is correct. Okay. So this is something is so okay. And what about the paid version? Do I need to pay upfront? thought we have some free days before purchase. DotTrace offer both personal perpetual license and annual subscription for its paid version, which are DotTrace Professional and DotTrace Ultimate. If you choose to purchase perpetual license, you will need to pay the full price upfront for the version you want to use. You will then be able to use the version indefinitely without any additional payment. If you choose to purchase an annual subscription, you will pay an annual fee per version you want to use. This fee includes updates and support for the duration of your subscription. You can choose to renew your subscription each year if you wish to continue using the software and receiving updates and support. DotTrace also offers a free 30-day trial period of its paid version, which allow you to try. Okay, so DotTrace also offer a free 30-day trial period in its paid version, which allow you to try out the software and all of its features before making a purchase. This is a great way to get a feel of a software and device, decide if it is the right tool for your needs. During the trial period, you can use all of the features of the paid version, including remote profiling and other advanced feature. After the trial period expires, you will need to purchase a license or subscription to continue using the software. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. So one thing is clear. Yes, wait. Yes. Wait. So I'm saying that now next thing is, yes, that is, they already mentioned me. Now, so DotTrace on your local machine and select remote process for profiling. What do you mean by this? Can you elaborate more? Start DotTrace on your local machine and select remote process from the profiling mode select section menu. Remote process. Okay. Can you elaborate this step a little more? Okay, so he is saying that to start remote profiling, you should select remote process from the profiling mode selection menu. This will bring up a dialog box where you can enter the connection details for the remote machine you want to profile. You will need to specify the IP address or host name of the remote machine, as well as the credential that you will use to log into that machine. Once you have entered the connection details, you can click connect or to establish a connection to the remote machine. If the connection is successful, you should be able to select the process that you want to profile from a list of running process on the remote machine. You can then configure the profiling option and start the profiling session just as you would for local profiling. It's worth noting that remote profiling can be more complex than local profiling, since it requires you to establish a connection to a remote machine and configure the necessary security setting. So, okay, what do you mean by necessary security setting here? What do you mean by necessary security setting here? What do you mean by necessary security setting? Remote profiling requires communication between the machine where DotTrace is running, the profiler machine, and the machine where the application is running, the target machine. The communication involves exchange data and commands between the two machines, which can potentially be intercepted or modified by an attacker. To prevent unauthorized access and ensure the integrity of the data being exchanged, it is important to set up appropriate security setting. When performing remote profiling, these security settings typically includes things like firewall rules. You will need to open specific ports on the target machine's firewall to allow communication with the profiler machine. Permissions, you may need to grant specific permission to the user account that is used to connect to target machine. SSL encryption. DotTrace supports SSL encryption for remote profiling, which can help to protect against eavesdropping and tampering of data. Okay, SSL encryption is there. Okay, that's great. Authentication, you may need to specify the credential, username and password for a user account with sufficient privilege to perform the profiling operation. Okay, so it's going in the right direction. I think yeah, I can continue tomorrow now. Okay, let's stop here only. Thank you.